In the dead of night, Mark Harper bolted upright in bed, his heart slamming against his ribs like a trapped animal. The house was eerily silent, save for the distant hum of the refrigerator downstairs. Emily should have been home hours ago, curled up beside him, her hand resting on her swollen belly, whispering names for their unborn daughter. But the bed was cold, empty. He grabbed his phone, dialing her number for the 10th time, only to hear the cheerful voicemail that now sounded like a cruel mockery. "Hi, this is Emily. Leave a message and I'll get back to you with a smile." Panic clawed at his throat as he replayed the last text she'd sent. "Heading to Sarah's for a quick movie night. Love you." That was at 6:45 p.m. Now it was 2 a.m. Where was she? Little did Mark know, the answer lay hidden in a web of jealousy, secrets, and a betrayal so monstrous it would shatter their world forever. A betrayal captured on grainy CCTV footage that no one could have foreseen. Emily Harper had always been the heart of Willow Creek, Texas, a small, idyllic suburb where everyone knew their neighbors, and secrets were as rare as snow in July. At 28, she was the kind of woman who radiated warmth, auburn hair that caught the sunlight like autumn leaves, hazel eyes brimming with empathy, and a laugh that could melt away the day's worries. As an elementary school teacher, she spent her days shaping young minds, reading stories of adventure and kindness to wide-eyed children. Her students adored her, often drawing pictures of Mrs. Harper and her baby ever since she'd announced her pregnancy. Emily in her classroom 6 months ago. Soft sunlight filters through windows. A little girl tugs her dress. "Mrs. Harper, when's your baby coming?" Emily kneels, smiling through tears. "Soon, sweetie. Lily's going to love story time just like you." The class cheers. Emily wipes her eyes, tears of pure, unfiltered joy. The baby, a girl they planned to name Lily, after Emily's late grandmother, had been a miracle. For 2 years, Emily and Mark had struggled with infertility, enduring rounds of tests, treatments, and heartbreaking disappointments. "We'll get through this together," Mark would say, holding her through the tears. One rainy night, after another negative test, Emily sobbed into his chest, What if we're never parents?" Mark kissed her forehead. "Then we love each other twice as hard." Their bond, unbreakable. Mark, 30, was her steadfast partner, a software engineer with tousled brown hair, kind green eyes, and a quiet strength that made Emily feel safe. They'd met in college, bonding over shared dreams of a family, and married in a quaint garden ceremony 3 years prior. Now, at 5 months pregnant, Emily's belly was a gentle curve under her clothes, and she moved with a newfound grace, her hand often drifting to protect the life growing inside her. Emily bursts into the kitchen, waving the stick. "Mark, it's happening!" He lifts her in a spin, both crying, "Lily, our Lily!" They dance, whispering promises to their future daughter. But every light casts a shadow, and Emily's was her best friend, Sarah Jennings. Sarah, 29, was the fire to Emily's calm. Blonde hair cut in a sharp bob that mirrored her personality, blue eyes that could pierce through pretense, and a drive that propelled her to success as a real estate agent. They'd been friends since high school, when Sarah, the popular cheerleader, had defended shy Emily from bullies. Over the years, their bond deepened, sleepovers turning into college road trips, and heartbreaks shared over ice cream, and now adult confidences.
Sarah fixes Emily's hair. "You're beautiful, Em, and I'm your forever wing woman." They laugh, arms linked, sisters in spirit. Sarah had been Emily's rock during the infertility struggles, holding her hand at doctor's appointments and whispering, "Your time will come, Em, I promise." At the pregnancy reveal dinner, Sarah hugged Emily tight. "I'm so happy for you. Godmother Sarah reporting for duty." But as Emily pulled away, Sarah's smile faltered, just for a split second. No one noticed, except Sarah herself. Yet beneath the surface, cracks had formed, deep, festering wounds. Sarah's life, glamorous on the outside, was a hollow shell. Her career demanded long hours, leaving little room for relationships. Boyfriends came and went, each one failing to commit. Secretly, Sarah had been battling her own infertility, undergoing IVF in solitude, too proud to admit defeat. Another failure. $15K down the drain. Emily gets pregnant by accident. It's not fair. She's the quiet one. I deserve this more. Emily's pregnancy announcement had hit her like a punch. Joy for her friend mixed with a venomous envy that grew like a weed in her heart. Then, the affair began. 6 months ago, during Emily's morning sickness, Sarah comforted Mark over coffee. "She's lucky to have you." A hug lingered too long. Stolen kisses followed. "Mark says he loves me too. Emily doesn't know how to appreciate him. His baby, our baby, is inside me now." The baby shower was meant to be a celebration of new beginnings, held on a balmy Saturday in late spring. Emily's backyard transformed into a pastel wonderland. Pink and blue streamers fluttered from the oak trees, a long table overflowed with cupcakes, finger sandwiches, and a towering diaper cake. Guests, family, friends, colleagues, milled about, their chatter blending with soft music. Emily, in a flowing white maternity dress that hugged her bump, greeted everyone with hugs. "I can't believe this is real," she said to her mother, tears glistening. "Lily's going to have the best life." Emily opens a gift, a tiny onesie. Laughter erupts. She looks at Mark, eyes sparkling. "Our family." Sarah, as the organizer, flittered around like a whirlwind, adjusting decorations and refilling punch bowls. "This is all for you, Em," she said, pulling Emily into a tight embrace. But as they hugged, Sarah's grip lingered a fraction too long, her nails digging in just enough to leave faint marks. Emily laughed it off. "You're the best, Sarah. Godmother duties start now." The afternoon unfolded perfectly. Games like Guess the Baby Food, where guests blindfolded themselves and giggled at the mushy textures. Gift openings, with Emily oohing over tiny booties and a handmade quilt from Mark's aunt. Mark captured it all on his phone, his face beaming with pride. "To our little family," he toasted, clinking glasses with Emily. Sarah watched from the sidelines, her smile fixed, but her eyes distant, as if calculating something unseen. "Today I end it. She takes everything. Time to take it back." As the sun dipped lower, guests trickled out. Emily's feet ached, but her spirit soared. "Thank you all so much," she called from the porch. Sarah was the last to leave, helping clean up. "Hey, Em, come over tonight. Mark's got that late meeting, right? We can binge that new show, just us girls."
Emily hesitated, rubbing her belly, feeling Lily kick. "I'm pretty wiped, but yeah, sounds fun. I'll text you when I'm heading over." She kissed Lily's bump. "Mommy's going to see Auntie Sarah. We love her." Mark kissed her goodbye before his meeting. "Be safe, love. Call if you need anything." Emily nodded, waving as he drove off. She tidied the house a bit, then grabbed her keys. At 6:45 p.m., she sent the text. "On my way. Can't wait. Love heart." Sarah's apartment was a sleek, modern space in a gated complex downtown. High ceilings, minimalist decor, and a view of the city lights. Emily arrived at 7:15 p.m., knocking lightly. Sarah opened the door with a grin. "Come in, Mama-to-be. I made your favorite herbal tea." The two settled on the couch, chatting about the shower. "Everyone loved it," Emily said, sipping the tea. It tasted slightly bitter, but she shrugged it off. Pregnancy hormones, probably. As the conversation flowed, Emily felt a wave of dizziness. "Whoa, I think I overdid it today," she murmured, her words slurring. Lily kicked weakly. Sarah's expression shifted, concern masking something darker. "Just relax, Em. It'll pass." But it didn't. Emily's vision blurred, her limbs heavy. She tried to stand but collapsed back. "Sarah, what's happening?" Panic edged her voice as realization dawned. "The tea? Did you—" Sarah's face twisted into a mask of resentment. "You have everything, Emily. The husband, the baby, the perfect life. I've been in your shadow for years. And now, Mark's mine. His child is mine." She showed her own positive test, Mark's baby. Emily's eyes widened in horror, tears streaming. "No. Please, Sarah. The baby, Lily, she's innocent." She clutched her belly protectively, sobbing. "We're sisters. How could you—" But Sarah was beyond reason. Envy had festered into madness. She grabbed a pillow, pressing it over Emily's face as she struggled weakly, muffled cries of, "Sarah, please, Lily," fading. Emily's body went limp. Sarah collapsed, sobbing, not from remorse, but rage. "It's done. Now I take what's mine." The horror didn't end there. Sarah, driven by a delusional desire for motherhood, stared at Emily's still form. Her own pregnancy fueled a grotesque idea. She dragged Emily to the bathroom, retrieving a kitchen knife and towels. In a scene too gruesome to fully comprehend, blood soaking the tiles, Sarah's hands trembling, she performed a makeshift cesarean, extracting the tiny, 5-month fetus. "Lily, you're mine now," she whispered, wrapping it in a cloth, placing it in a cooler with ice, convinced she could save it. Emily's body she bundled in plastic and shoved into a large duffel bag. At 9:45 p.m., as seen on the CCTV, Sarah hauled the bag to her car, driving to a dense forest on the outskirts of Willow Creek. There, under cover of darkness, she dug a shallow grave, burying Emily amid the roots and dirt, whispering, "Sleep well, bestie." The fetus, too fragile, did not survive the night. In her panic, she discarded it in a dumpster behind a strip mall, her dreams crumbling. She drove home, hands shaking, blood under her nails.
Back home, Mark's worry turned to terror. He called Sarah at midnight. "She's not here. Did she make it?" Sarah feigned alarm. "No! Oh God, Mark!" Inside, she smirked. The police arrived by morning. Detective Laura Ramirez, a mother herself, took the lead. "We'll find her," she assured Mark, who clutched Lily's ultrasound, tears flowing. "She felt her kick this morning." Initial searches yielded nothing. Emily's car was found parked near Sarah's complex, unlocked, purse inside, with a half-drunk tea bottle. A week passed in agony. Mark barely slept, rocking an empty nursery chair, whispering to Lily's toys, "Daddy's here, baby girl." Friends rallied, but whispers grew. Emily's mother collapsed at a vigil. "My daughter! My granddaughter!" Then the CCTV breakthrough. Reviewing footage, detectives spotted Emily entering but not leaving. The duffel bag scene sealed it. Unnatural sag, Sarah's strained face. A warrant was issued. Storming Sarah's apartment, blood traces, Emily's DNA, positive test, Emily dies tonight, Lily becomes mine. Affair texts with Mark. Sarah was arrested mid-showing a house. In interrogation, "I didn't mean, I just wanted a family." Details poured. The smothering, Emily's final plea, "Think of Lily!" Surgery, burial. Mark confessed the affair. "One mistake. God, Emily, forgive me!" He collapsed, wailing. Emily's body exhumed, asphyxiation, barbaric extraction. Fetus recovered, DNA confirmed. Willow Creek mourned. The trial. Emily's mom testifies. "She called me from the shower. Mom, Lily kicked!" Her voice, so full of life. Sobs echo. Mark,
I betrayed her, but Sarah, you're a monster. He throws the ultrasound at her. Sarah, she had it all. I had nothing. Jury gasps at journal readings. Verdict: double homicide, life without parole. Sarah births in prison, baby adopted. Aftermath: Mark founds Lily's Light Foundation, supports infertile couples, betrayal awareness. Willow Creek's Memorial, Lily Garden, plaque, for Emily and Lily, love conquers betrayal. Annual vigils draw thousands. This case shocks for its brutality and the betrayal. Best friends turned enemies by envy. As we uncover these tales, remember, trust wisely. Subscribe for more. Stay safe.